what is around us. Already we have begun with the chapter, and in the previous video you have understood about the story of Dunwin, about the three spheres of the earth, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Now the last sphere is remaining. Yes, that is biosphere. So today we are going to learn about biosphere. What is biosphere? I have told you earlier also, when there is a combination of the three spheres, lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere, there a new sphere is formed which is known as biosphere. All the life is possible through the combination of these three spheres. So what is the correct definition? The part of lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, that part of these three spheres where the living world exists, जहाँ पे living world रहता है, means living beings, all things are included. So that part can be termed as biosphere. Again, the part of lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere where the living world exists is known as biosphere. So I hope the definition is clear. So there is the Earth, which is the only planet which is having biosphere. There is no other planet in the solar system which is having atmosphere or proper hydrosphere. So Earth is the only planet which is having this biosphere. Next is, it includes vegetations, animals, insects and human beings. Means biospheres. What is included in biospheres? Biosphere, vegetation is also included in it, animals are included, insects, human beings, all the living things, also all the non-living things, these all are included in the biosphere. We will see how. Vegetation as you know, growing crops, farming. So how it is being made? When we sow the seeds in the land. So that is why, because of biosphere, we can sow the seeds and उसकी वजह से land is there. That is why vegetation we can do. And land is also part of biosphere. Animals, insects, human beings, all the living things are part of biosphere. These way all the things are included. Next is, what are essential for us? What things are essential for us? First of all, we need food to survive. Air we all know. But the food which we need will come from these biosphere. That means when there is the combination of land, water and proper air, then there is the proper growing of crops. तभी proper crops grow हो पाएंगे. अगर सिर्फ land है लेकिन water नहीं, crops will grow? No. So that is why all the three spheres are dependent, interconnected with each other. That is why the biosphere is there, and food is very important, and other necessary things, जो चीजें हमें चाहिए वो सारी हमें biosphere में से ही मिलती हैं. Biosphere, if it is not there, we can say that we cannot survive, we cannot live, and we cannot live means we cannot live without vegetation. If there is no vegetation, means if there is no farming, crops grow नहीं हो रही, then we cannot survive, we cannot live. And also animals. How animals? We get many things from animals. We get milk from animals, we get meat from animals, many things. So that is why we need these things. And if biosphere is not there, these things will not be there. If, for example, animals, if the animals want to survive, they need proper air, water, land, all the things they need properly. So that is why all the things are connected here. Next, we can say through this that biosphere is the base of our existence and living. What we can say at the end, we can conclude it, हम ये बोल सकते हैं that biosphere is the base, means it is only the way through we can existence of life is possible. मतलब कि हम रह सकते हैं, हम exist कर सकते हैं, like that. Now further, there is one topic regarding biosphere, that what are included in biosphere. Biosphere, we can say that it is divided into two parts. First one is non-living and the second is living. I know that you know that what are non-living and living. Non-living first, lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere. See, as these things are actually non-living. Lithosphere, land is there, but it is not living. Okay, air, hydrosphere, water. So these are included in non-living. Living plants, animals, microorganisms, human beings. These all things are included in living creatures, बायोस्फीयर में जो दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड हो गया है, it is divided in non-living and living because these two things are surviving because the biosphere is there. Okay, because there is the interconnection of these three spheres which are lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. Next, we all know, now we have suppose, I hope that you have understood all the spheres, but do you know that currently is there everything okay in all these spheres? I have told you about ecosystem, that if one thing is missing, if any one thing is missing about in these between, so the cycle will not get completed and it will be regarded as disturbance. So what is this disturbance? Do you want to know what is this disturbance? So let's start the new topic, means how these are disturbed. So let's see our next topic, effects of human activities on spheres. So what are those activities which are destroying our spheres, or we can say they are disturbing our spheres? What are those? We will see one by one. First of all, knowingly or unknowingly. Knowingly or unknowingly, the humans are undertaking many activities for the development of ourselves. But knowingly or unknowingly, they are destroying or they are disturbing the spheres. Means there are so many activities which are done by the humans. That means some they know that what are its results, and some we don't know that what their consequences or results are. But it is assumed that they are creating the disturbance in the nature. They are threatening our spheres, मतलब नुकसान पहुंचाते हैं हमारे तीनों बायोस्फीयर, चारों स्फीयर्स को. Okay. So first of all, these all things create imbalance. We can say these all activities which are done by the human beings, they are creating imbalance in the spheres, and through this way our spheres are getting disturbed, they are getting threatened. Next, what are those activities? First, underground nuclear testing, too much drilling for mineral oil, excessive drilling of tube wells. We all know that these are activities conducted on the lithosphere. As human beings, we are digging, drill करते हैं हम अपने land पे because we want the mineral oil, or we want to do nuclear test, nuclear power test करना है, और tube wells हमें खोदने, underground water collect करना है. These all are the things which we are doing. But these are affecting our lithosphere. Land के ऊपर ये थोड़ा damage, land को damage करते हैं, नुकसान पहुंचाते हैं. So this was the first about lithosphere. We all are doing that. Next is, if we have talked about lithosphere, now we will talk about the hydrosphere. Let's see, dumping of waste in water bodies. Means there are many places where the waste is dumped, is thrown, you can say, inside the rivers, seas, etc., etc. So through this, what will happen? The water will get polluted, and if someone will use that water, they will also feel affected. They will get ill. If not a human being, but if animals or birds are using that water, then what will happen? They will also get ill, or they will also can die. So that is why the dumping of waste is the major activity which is responsible for the water pollution, you can say. Next is about melting of polar caps. As I have shown you the polar caps, which are on, for example, on the mountains there is ice. These are melting. Why these are melting? Because due to the excessive heat, because the human beings are cutting trees and the temperature of the earth is rising. So there is heat inside around us. That heat is affecting that mountains, and because of that mountains ice caps, polar caps, the caps, that means the polar regions which are having ice, they are surrounded with ice, that is also melting, and that is why we can say that it is affecting ourselves also. Temperature is rising, which is not very good. That is also called global warming. Next, once again we are talking about the water pollution, oil spills from ships, disposal of chemical and industrial waste. That means there are many activities which are done inside the seas. For example, oil is getting spilled from the ship. Ship means oil बह रहा है. So what will happen? The sea will get polluted. Sea का पानी जो है वो सही नहीं रहेगा. And when the sea will get polluted, the aquatic life in the sea will suffer. The fish, the whales, all the animals inside the water, they will get affected and they will die or they will get ill. The same way chemicals are also, and industrial waste, chemicals which are disposed from that industries and industry का जो दूसरा waste होता है, all these things are, if we are dumping it, if we are throwing it in the water, then the water will get polluted. That means the hydrosphere will get polluted. And next we will talk about atmosphere. Yes, how the atmosphere is polluted. We all know harmful gases emitted by industries. There are many gases which, if their industry is doing some work, then they are having large chimneys. But there are many industries which are having low chimneys. Because of that, the smoke which is coming out from that, and it is creating pollution in the air. Same way, smoke coming out from the vehicles, workshops and power stations. Wherever there is work going on, or wherever there are light energy we are generating, wherever we are generating light, power stations, all these things where the smoke is coming there and it is polluting the atmosphere, which is very harmful for us. If this is the point, I will also say you one. I will give you one more information. One thing, whenever the vehicles are polluting the air, you know vehicles are emitting carbon monoxide gas from them. So that is why carbon monoxide gas is very harmful for us, and if we are not controlling that, that may cause us, it may be danger for us, it may cause us ill, agar बीमार भी पड़ सकते हैं, and that's why the smoke coming out from vehicles is creating pollution. Next, as we are cutting the trees, जैसे कि हम trees को काटते जा रहे हैं, why we are cutting the trees? Yes, because we are building new houses, we are building factories, we are building hospitals, schools, etc. things. That is why we require land and we cut the trees. When we are cutting the trees, but if we cut the trees, the amount of CO2, that means carbon dioxide, will increase. And just because the carbon dioxide gas is increased, the temperature of the earth will rise. And when the temperature will rise, these polar caps, or the ice on the mountains, or the ice on the polar region, North Pole and South Pole, it will melt. And it can cause very harmful, it can be very harmful for us, it will be regarded as global warming. That is why I must say that save trees because to control this carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere, we have to plant trees. So, I hope that you have understood this causes, and I hope that you will learn that how to protect our spheres. So here this was the end of the lesson, and I will ask the questions in our live sessions. Also, if you are having any query, we will solve in the live sessions. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.